The final round of each one tonight at Harold Park, of course, in the Inter-Dominion series.
Maybe just about anything?
Well, I think it's nearly a standout Quinella, Courage Under Fire and Joe Fest, because Courage Under Fire to find his way to the lead, probably not blast out, but just make his way across, because I can't see anything wanting to hold him out if Brian Hancock gets serious once they balance up. Then Joe Fest, well, he loves sitting outside the leader, so Darren Hancock at his own leisure will probably come around and sit outside. I think I can't see why Darren would sit outside and really attack Courage Under Fire, but he'll probably put pressure on for about the last 600 metres, and that should probably see them draw away. What do we sort of come up with points-wise here? Left, right, out, needs to finish top 4 or 5?
Yeah, he's currently on 19 points. I've got him having to finish in the first 5, which will take him up to that 27-point barrier. Safe and Sound is on 20, so I've got him having to finish only in the first 6 to take him to the 27. Wally Walton on 22 will only have to finish in the first 4. And then Joe Fess, who is currently on 24, he just needs to beat 2 or 3 runners home. That 27 mark is, of course, just an estimate. I'm pretty sure you'll find it'll be a good one, but I've said that about other things before and got it wrong. It may even be less the way things are going. Certainly, it's a pretty good benchmark. I think if you get 27, you can rest easy. Joe Fess is the second pick with bookmakers on track. He's been solid. A little bit of specking for him. He's probably, well, I wouldn't say he's firmed up, but he hasn't got out any either in saying that Courage Under Fire, nowhere near the 5 to 4 that bookies wrapped up in Christmas paper on Tuesday night for the punters.
Yes, I think it was a bit of a gift, wasn't it? But anyway, these things bob up in Inter-Dominion series from... on occasions. Now, 580 on the tote. Well, that is a little bit of value, actually, Joe Fest, because he's a bit shorter with the bookmakers. Courage Under Fire at $1.30 is pretty close to the mark. You can get a shade better with the bookmakers, and that's probably about a realistic market. Joe Fest is interesting, isn't he? Darren Hancock was open in saying he would improve on whatever he did in the first heat. We saw immediate improvement at Newcastle when he ran a super race. I was so full of admiration for his run there, because he had to burn early and they were in the quickest heat.
Yep, for sure and certain. They're moving up here at Harold Park. As soon as they hit the line, I'll jump out there and try and get a post-race interview with the winner. I don't intend to be jogging along Courage Under Fire this week, however. He was just a bit too speedy for me up the straight. $1.30 and $5.70, the two favourites. Speak to you after the race. Here's Kevin Thompson.
Consistency, Wally Walton, Joe Fess and Amir as the gate moves off for a start. Coming up now, heat 8. Moving up, he's at $1.30, Courage Under Fire, $5.70 for second pick, Joe Fess. And they're all set, ready for heat 8. The Shop Fast Inter-Dominion set to go. They're ready. Racing, Pick Me Pockets away fast. He's gone out quickly. Courage Under Fire out wide. He's going out pretty quickly. Trip to Heaven's up there going out pretty quickly was Bar On Boy. Trip to Heaven going back. And Pick Me Pockets will cross to the pegs and lead early. Pick Me Pockets in front. He's still wide on Courage Under Fire at the moment. Bar On Boy's got him deep, but he's going on with it. Hancock now. He'll go up and join Pick Me Pockets and look for the lead. Western Light back on the inside, and 3 wide around them goes Wally Walton, and Courage Under Fire is going to go straight to the lead now. And down to the judge, Courage Under Fire has taken over from Pick Me Pockets, and Wally Walton up on the outside. Persistency is coming around them, 3 wide, and Joe Fess is going to track him up. Then Bar On Boy, Western Light behind them, Johnny Wizard. Lombo Rapider is coming out as well. Left, right, out's over on the pegs from Amir, and Trip to Heaven is at the tail of the field. Lead time was pretty fast there, 38.8, and Courage Under Fire assumes control here from Persistency, and here comes Joe Fess up to his favourite spot outside the leader, but Lombo Rapider likes to get there too, and she's going right on with it around the outside, and Joe Fess has actually headed Courage Under Fire. Lombo Rapider out 3 wide. He's got to kick up again on Courage Under Fire as Lombo Rapider continues to come around them. That first quarter was 30.7, and the speed's been right on. Courage Under Fire joined by Lombo Rapider. Third is Pick Me Pockets on the inside of Joe Fest, now 1 a length. The Western Light on the inside of Persistency. Left, right, out, 4 back on the pegs inside of Wally Walton, who's been shuffled back, as has Bar On Boy after beginning well. Well back as Amir and Trip to Heaven, and Johnny Wizards as last as they come down to the judge to get the bell. And it's Courage Under Fire. He's the leader by a head. Lombo Rapider on the outside. Pick Me Pockets is third the inside. 1 Joe Fess as they slow up a little bit. 30.7 the same quarter. 61.4. And as they run to the back, it's Courage Under Fire just in in front of Lombo Rapida. Behind the leader is Pick Me Pockets. Joe Fess has won one around them from Western Light. Wally Walton takes off around Persistency. Left, right outs come away from the pegs to get out into the outside onto the back of Wally Walton. Then a mere bar on boy, Johnny Wizard and Trip to Heaven. Courage Under Fire, tackled by Lombo Rapida. Joe Fess coming out 3 wide. He kicks up again on Little Courage, and he again got a half length Lombo Rapida. Joe Fess on the outside going up to them. 30.1 the quarter. Pick Me Pockets can't get out, and then Persistency. Western Light, Wally Walton's out wide, and then left, right out. It's Courage Under Fire on Joe Fess coming at him on the outside. It's a real staying test here. Joe Fess is putting it to Little Courage. What's he got left? Courage Under Fire. He's ahead in front. Joe Fess is making a great race of it. Clear of Pick Me Pockets. Courage Under Fire. He's lifting the Little Pocket Dynamo, and he's going to win. 3 out of 3 in the series. Courage Under Fire beats Joe Fess. Pick Me Pockets probably third from Western Light, Lombo Rapida and Johnny Wizard. Then came Bellback, Amir, Trip to Heaven, left, right out. And the last few, Persistency, Wally Walton a long way back, and Bar on Boy. Well, they served it up to him tonight, and he found plenty. He just kept answering. Courage Under Fire, and Brian Hancock, he kept just holding the lead throughout. Joe Fess, and then Lombo Rapida kept at him. Then Joe Fess came at him again. He drew up level with him, but the little champ found something, and he's gone through the series undefeated. 130, 120. Joe Fess 150. Pick Me Pockets at $4.10. Will probably get the third. The last quarter in a fast 28.8. The rate 158.5, quarters 30.7, 30.7, 30.1, 28.8, 58.9 the last half. Time 2:39.1, the rate 158.5. Standing by on the placings to come up officially, but undefeated through the series, Courage Under Fire, and he certainly had to pull out plenty there. They gave him plenty. He kept finding something, and the numbers are 7, 11, 3 and 1. Courage Under Fire from Joe Fess and Pick Me Pockets. Western Light got 4th. Lombo Rapida has run 5th. 7, 11, 3, 1 with 2 running 5th. The margins are a half a neck by 6. Half a neck by 6. 238.1. 239.1. The mile rate 158.5. And the winner, Courage Under Fire, scoring in the last half 58.9 as we check the totes.
Righto, 130, 120, 150 and 410. The trifecta there paying $44.70. And Courage Under Fire holding off a gallant Joe Fess and Pick Me Pockets in third place. So he's gone through the series undefeated so far, Courage Under Fire. We might head back to Harold Park. No, not quite ready. We're heading back to Sam shortly. Let's update the market at Redcliffe firstly. Runam Nadai. No, we can't. In fact, I think we might have some audio problems before heading out to Harold Park. So no sound there at the moment. The mile rate there, 158.5. And there's the full totes. The All Clear has gone through. The Quinella, 260. The Exacta, 250. And the Trifecta's paid 44.70. Okay, so audio problems there at Harold Park. We'll be heading to Redcliffe in about 2.5 minutes. Laurie, of course, is one of the part owners, and he's about to join Sam.
Laurie, you must be ecstatic on the way the horse is progressing through the series.
Yeah, very pleased, Sam. You know, he pulled up really well on Tuesday night, and yeah, we're very pleased with the way he's progressing.
You must be proud also of the fact that you have looked after this horse right from day one, and it's really starting to pay dividends.
Yes, that's true. I always said I wanted a 4- and 5-year-old. I think we've done that, we've achieved that. I don't know where we go from here, but we can just hope, and I'd just like to say that, you know, we're very pleased to be in the series. How far we go is another story, but we're just grateful to be there.
Yeah, inside the second line tonight, no real favours. Would we see Steve driving him for luck, or will he take no chances?
To be honest with you, I haven't even spoke to him about what he wants to do, but I think he'll be driving him for luck, yeah.
All right, well, all eyes on Smooth Satin. I saw you there in the grandstand last week. Barrier 1, you were very happy with that for Newcastle, and he came through.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sam. Yeah, we were very pleased.
Yeah, Smooth Satin is third rated at Harold Park in the next heat of the Inter-Dominion behind Stars and Stripes and Safe and Sound. A lot of depth in this next heat, and the market where Stars and Stripes and Smooth Satin are battling for favouritism. It's $6.70 for At It Again, $2.90 about Smooth Satin, and Stars and Stripes at $2.20, Safe and Sound at $6.30. Here's Smooth Satin coming down the Harold Park straight now. One of the best looking standard breds you'll ever see, Smooth Satin. He's a magnificent individual, and he's got the ability to boot too. That race in around 6 minutes. Righto, Stars and Stripes, the other big hope in this next event at Harold Park. Ken Barron's about to join Adam Hamilton.
Welcome back to Harold Park, and Ken Barron has been a guest on the first 2 nights of this Inter-Dominion series, and it's proven a winning formula. You don't seem to know how to get beaten in these heats.
Yeah, I know, but I think if I keep fronting up, Adam, it'll happen.
It certainly could. Night 1 was fantastic, winning on Special Force and Stars and Stripes. And then Stars and Stripes, if possible, seemed to even lift to a higher level at Newcastle.
Yeah, I was very pleased how he got home, Adam. I thought, you know, during the race that he was going to find it very hard because they'd gone slow. And even in a small field, he was wide on the corner. So, yeah, I'm very, very pleased the way he found the line.
Tricky race tonight. You're up against certainly the strongest heat. Smooth Satin's there. We've got Safe and Sound in there, and At It Again, who's got a question mark, but you can never, ever discount a horse with his quality. So it's going to come down a little bit to luck in running. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it is. We're drawing the back row, and with the scratchings, we may not get as handy a position as we had hoped. And I guess we're just going to have to wait until after 400 metres and see where he ends up.
He seems to be progressing well fitness-wise through the series.
Yeah, I'm very happy with him. He's dancing around his paddock with his tail over his back today. He's never backed up in 3 races like this, but outward signs are very encouraging that, you know, he's on top of his game.
Talking about outward signs, I saw you earlier on talking to Claire McGowan, trainer of Special Force, and Claire was very bubbly. She must be happy with this trotter.
Yeah, she is. She said that normally she has to do a lot of work on him after a run like that, and she's just more than happy how he is, and she's keen for another big run.
You drove him aggressively on night 1 to get outside of the leader. It was the winning move. Shorter distance tonight. Do you try the same thing?
Yeah, he didn't get as good a run through as I would have hoped. There was a couple of breakers and it cost me a few lengths, and he actually galloped. So I think I could actually get there a bit earlier, just depending on the sectionals they're running. You know, it's still hard to get round them if they're going quick.
Both horses seem to be pretty well on target. Good luck again tonight, Ken.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
Ken Barron joining us. He has been the star of the series driver-wise, no doubt about that, and he's got 2 terrific chances again on night 3 of the Inter-Dominion series at Harold Park.
Good on you, Adam. And the next at Harold Park coming up in around about 6.5 minutes, and runners are currently doing their preliminaries. If you missed the result of the first heat tonight, it went the way of Courage Under Fire. At It Again's at 6.20, Smooth Satin 2.90, Stars and Stripes is the favourite at 2.20, and Safe and Sound at 6.20. 4 minutes away, let's join Sam at Harold Park.
Toughest heat of the night for sure and certain, Dino. It's fair to say that if you've got an opinion one way or another, don't let us out here talk you around it. Look, there's some great horses involved, and what about the question mark over At It Again? I put them in 8, 9, 10 and 6, but by no means with the confidence that maybe we did in the previous race. Short, small dividends, but something for us in the previous, Adam. Smooth Satin is not the favourite on track. Stars and Stripes is, as he is on the tote, ahead of Smooth Satin. Then number 10, Safe and Sound, who is shorter than the $6, and the fourth pick with bookmakers, At It Again. Your tip, and well, I don't want to ask 2 questions at once, but what about the question mark on At It Again?
Couldn't back At It Again. You'd be dirty on yourself if you lost money on him tonight, just because he was so disappointing. You never like to see horses that look legitimately tired in the home straight, and he really did at Newcastle. Dennis Wilson's a genius, but if he can turn the horse round tonight, then he deserves some sort of award. Now, the others, I actually like Safe and Sound each way. Keen to look for a bit of value in this race, and I think each way at the $5.20 is a good bet. Interesting to see whether John Justice wants to put the horse into the race in the middle stages. There's a bit of a line of thinking there that Steve Turnbull and John Justice might want to take off and try and get up outside the leader to be handy. And helping them, or maybe prompting them to think of that, is the fact that they maybe can't out-sprint Stars and Stripes from back in the field. If Ken Barron settles in front of them, either Smooth Satin or Safe and Sound will take off, I'm sure. And then Ken's got to make a decision. Do I come 3 wide a long way from home, or wait the horse is enjoying sprinting late, I think he'll sit in and hope for the run at the right time.
I think the track is playing to leaders too. I don't like to read too much into that because it can be overstated at times, but a couple of very sharp sit sprint horses in that previous race who couldn't get into it. Wally Walton and Left Right Out.
Wally Walton was terrible by his standards, and that is maybe because he had to come 3 and 4 wide a long way from home. Now, they had their chance to run on too, because as you said, brilliant lead time, brilliant first half. They were sitting shots, but nothing could get near them. I guess they're 2 of the best horses in the series though, Courage Under Fire and Joe Fess, and both on that run. Well, Courage Under Fire must surely still be about equal favourite for the final. And, well, Joe Fess, I think, is a real knockout chance.
If you're following the fortunes of various horses at home, the 27 we suggested would be the cutoff may well be too high. They may get in lower than that. Let's just go through them after the first heat. If you grab your pen and paper and you give a damn, here they are. Courage Under Fire is 48, Joe Fess 37, Wally Walton 24, Left Right Out 23, Amir is 22, Persistency 21, Johnny Wizard 20, Lombo Repeater 21, Western Light 20.5, Pick Me Pockets 22, Bar On Boy 10, Trip to Heaven 10. So off our 27 estimate, only 2 horses are safely through to the final, Courage Under Fire and Joe Fess. It'll be interesting to see how low that cut-off point does become, Adam.
People are saying maybe 24, 25 now, because going back to what we said earlier on, Courage Under Fire, Joe Fess, both big point earners early on, have picked up most of the points again there. Unfortunately for, a horse like Wally Walton, who was considered a factor in the final, can't see him making it.
Yeah, he's on the precipice, isn't he? Just sitting there. Very interesting. It might even be a ballot somewhere along the line, which will upset one person.
Yeah, no question about that. Good move on the tote, safe and sound, but he's only getting into the sort of odds that bookmakers are offering on track. You can see at it again, solid on the tote at $5. That's actually much shorter than what the bookmakers are giving, and gee, I think it's unders. I mean, even if he got a cheap lead tonight and the track is suiting leaders, I just think back to that New Zealand Cup run of his when he was off his game. He was so disappointing that time.
For what it's worth, I spoke to Dennis Wilson. I said, what is the state of play? He said, look, I'm not sure what to say. He said, I'm not saying he'll go better tonight, but we have changed something. He said he won't just be arriving here from Tuesday night and we're just hoping. He has actually made a change. He didn't want to elaborate to me, but that's at least it gives At It Again supporters something.
Yes, it does, and the money continues, doesn't it? There's a lot of supporters out there, and good luck to you at $4.70 now At It Again. $4.50 and very solid, safe and sound, and nothing at all really between the 2 favourites. On top, Stars and Stripes at $2.90 is good value, and $3.10 for Smooth Satin. Luck in running everything in this heat, and we'll know so much more about Stars and Stripes as a grand final contender.
Just going back to the last heat, can Brian Hancock possibly argue with us anymore that this horse is now in career best form, at least with him?
I think that was even more important than his first 2 heat wins. He had it dished up to him from start to finish there and just kept finding in the home straight. Greg Brodie, I think, was more satisfied than he ever has been with the horse.
All right, we'll talk more about that obviously later. This racing is fantastic. I hope you're enjoying it. Here's Kevin Thompson for another heat of the Pacers division.
Thanks, Sam. Coming up well now. This is heat 9 of the Inter-Dominion Championships, the Shop Fast Inter-Dominion Pacers Championship. The gate moving off now. Lucky Adri on the inside. Mon Amigo, Double Identity coming up. Out in the centre is Home for Christmas. At It Again is wide out with Black Duke. Second line, Smooth Satin. Stars and Stripes, Safe and Sound, another party, and they're all set. Ready. They're off. Lucky Adri near the inside, went away fast. Home for Christmas began quickly and wider out. At It Again was going out of the gate as well. Home for Christmas is going to look for the lead around Lucky Adri and will take the lead. At It Again on the outside is without cover, about 2.5. Smooth Satin, he's been able to get away from the pegs early in the race. Double Identity on the outside, then followed by Mon Amigo, Safe and Sound, Stars and Stripes. Another party is second last and Black Duke last. Home for Christmas is going to take a trail, and At It Again will go past him to take the lead in the straight. Lucky Adri a length away, third inside a Smooth Satin, and Safe and Sound is going forward early in the race. He's going up quickly around the outside now to go up and sit outside of the leader. At It Again. Mon Amigo is 4 back on the inside, a Double Identity, then Stars and Stripes, and Lucky on the inside. Second last is another party, and Black Duke last. 39.8 was the lead time, and it's At It Again in the lead. He's out by a length to Home for Christmas, and Safe and Sound has got no cover. On his back is Smooth Satin. On the inside, 3 back is Lucky Adri, a length away then to Mon Amigo. Double Identity the outside. inside, Wonder Stars and Stripes, another party, and 2 lengths off. Last is Black Duke. At it again, led them up the back. He's a length and a half to Home for Christmas, and Safe and Sound on the outside, and he's been able to slow them up a bit in front. Fourth is Smooth Satin with a 1 out and 1 back around Lucky Ardrey, 1 to Double Identity, Mon Amigo. Stars and Stripes third last with another party, and Black Duke was last. 31.7 for the first quarter, and at it again by a half to Safe and Sound, creeping up a little bit closer. Smooth Satin's getting the run of the race. He's 1 out, 1 back around Home for Christmas. The leader's back. Lucky Ardrey over on the inside, followed by Double Identity on the outside of Mon Amigo. Stars and Stripes third last from another party, and Black Duke whips them in as they run down with the round to go. At it again, gets his chance tonight. Second quarter, 29.6. They did quicken up a bit there, the half in 61.3. At it again, 3/4 of a length to Safe and Sound the outside. Leaders back as Home for Christmas. Smooth Satin fourth on the outside. He's had a perfect run on the race, Smooth Satin. 50 inside then is Lucky Ardrey, followed by Double Identity, a gap to Stars and Stripes, who's still a fair way off them. On the inside, Mon Amigo, another party, and Black Duke. Down to the 400 and at it again, still by 3/4 to Safe and Sound, Home for Christmas. Smooth Satin about to be called upon. That quarter in 28.5. At it again, a length to Safe and Sound, who's feeling the pinch a little bit. Smooth Satin is coming around them quickly. On the inside, Home for Christmas, getting into the clear. Lucky Ardrey and Stars and Stripes a long way back. He seemed to lock wheels there a bit with Lucky Ardrey, and Smooth Satin dashed up and went straight past at it again. Then Home for Christmas, Safe and Sound, and Stars and Stripes, but Smooth Satin has burst away, and the Bathurst Bullet is going to race away with an easy win. Smooth Satin first, Stars and Stripes gets up for second. I think at it again third from Home for Christmas, and then Safe and Sound, Mon Amigo. Next in was Black Duke and Double Identity, another party, and last to arrive Lucky Ardrey. Smooth Satin, Steve Turnbull, he looked the winner a long way out again tonight. He had a perfect sit in the 1-1 and blew them away at the end for a comfortable win. 3:10 and 1:30 for Smooth Satin. Much too good in the run home, and he had a great run in the race.
Yeah, he's devastating with a sit, isn't he, Smooth Satin? Although it's unfair to categorise him as just a sit sprint horse. He can certainly do it tough, and he'll be pretty hard to beat in the final. They're moving up at Gloucester Park. $1.60 for Magic Lock, the fave over a big winner. 3:10 and 1:30. Stars and Stripes 150, and at it again at 150. Quinella 390. Exacta 980. The try 35 even. And the mile rate there, 157.9. So he's recorded quicker than Courage Under Fire in the previous, who went 158.5. At the bite, Game Bid and Jerry Warrer on top together from Twebby Twatter and Truscott Steel. Here's the market. Jacobs Whiz 15, Crikey Dick and Funny Strap both at triple figures. Janice Anfield 64. Game Bid at $3.80. I know Sam was pretty keen on Game Bid. Truscott Steel 32, Shayton 31, Jerry Warrer at $3.80. Cano Fame is 186, The Specialist 26, King Whiz 39, Tamara Nightingale at 40, Twebby Twatter at $5.90, and the New Zealander Special Force at $4.30. Very open market. Righto, still no placings at, or minor placings at Bendigo. Gloucester Park race 2 and 11. Boston and Sam Natai.
Thank you, Dean. A tough heat, yes, but the cream just continues to rise to the top in both paces and trotters, and for that reason, I'm going to go for the top 4 here. I don't know if it agrees with most people's order, but 5, 14, 8 and 13, it certainly agrees with the tote order. They just look the 4, don't they, Adam?
I agree. Slightly different opinion for me. I honestly think this is nearly a good thing, Special Force. At $3.80, I think it's terrific value. If you lined them up in New Zealand in this sort of race, Special Force would simply blow Game Bid away. And I'm going on that, the fact that Claire McGowan has been so happy with the trotter since last week's heat. Claire made the statement that normally Special Force would need a lot of attention and massage with all of his problems after a run like last week. She is staggered how well he's come through the race. You've got to take that as a good sign. He is clearly the class factor. Don't be worried about the 20-metre handicap, because there's nothing between he and the second row runners. He'll catch them, probably settle down in front of a lot of them, and Ken Barron, who's driving very well, he'll launch, he'll get up into the action. he's within striking distance of Jerrawara and Game Bid, who look the main dangers, he'll be too classy at the finish.
All right, well, very confident Adam Hamilton there, and it's probably the first time tonight we've seen him G right up for one, so well worth taking note of. I'm in the opposing corner. I've gone for Game Bid. I appreciate the fact that in New Zealand Special Force is clearly the better trotter, but I just like the way Game Bid found the line last week. He really hit it strongly. Anyway, we'll know shortly enough. Geelong's not too far away. We'll head to Geelong, and then we'll come back and update you with the point score. Geez, I tell you what, you won't need 27 by the looks of things, but we'll update you. Here's Geelong.
The strap. They're moving up. Coming in pretty well now for the trotters. Jerrawara has the outside here. Shayton coming in with Truscott Steele. Game Bid just backing away at the moment. Janice Enfield coming in, and Funny Strap standing up well. Crikey Dick Jacobs with the inside. The 20-metre back marker Special Force comes up, and they're just about set for heat 3 of the trotters. Garrard's Horse and Hound trotters into Dominion. 3 laps down to the judge. Strands fly back, they're off. Jacobs was on the inside, began all right. Game Bid has gone away very fast though and has gone straight to the lead tonight. Truscott Steele and Jerrawara's got away fast out wide. They're all going quickly, that 3 into the first turn, but Game Bid's going to keep the lead. From Jerrawara and Truscott Steele, Janice Enfield settles 4th, 2 to Jacobs West as they went out of the straight. And then Cano Fame and Crikey Dix going up on the inside. Tamara Nightingale moved around the outside from King West Shayton as 3 deep from the specialist as they head up the back. Getting well back in the field now was dropping out to be about 3rd last. Funny Strap down the back with Special Force and Twebby Twatter. Along the back straight, Game Bid a clear leader. 2 to Jerrawara without cover around Truscott Steele. 2.5 to Janice Enfield. Jacobs West 50 outside. 1 to Crikey Dick. 3 wide, Tamara Nightingale doing it tough around Cano Fame the middle. 1 to Shayton, 3 wide on the back of Tamara Nightingale. King was between runners as well around the specialist. A length off then to Special Force. Second last is Funny Strap and Twebby Twatter is last. Around the turn, a Bunchfield coming down to the judge the second time here to the winning post with a mile to go. And it's Game Bid showing the way clearly from Jerrawara and Truscott Steele. 2 lengths to Jacobs Wiz and Janice Enfield's on the inside. 2 lengths off more then to Cano Fame around Crikey Dick. Tamara Nightingale's having a torrid run out 3 wide. King was in the centre from the specialist. Shayton is next tracking Tamara Nightingale from Funny Strap and Twebby Twatter and Special Force last and 3 wide as they run to the back again. The lead time is 1:15.9 and Game Bid is going along solidly in the lead, out by a length. The Jerrawara doing it tough outside of Truscott Steele. 1 to Jacobs West, Janice Enfield, the Pegs is 5th. 1 to Crikey Dick over on the inside. 3 back in the running line is Cano Fame being trailed by King Wiz. The specialist is 5 back the inside. Funny Strap on its back. Special Force out 3 wide and working around them from Shayton and Twebby Twatter, and Tamara Nightingale's gone back to last. 31.8 was that first quarter as they approach the turn in the trotters, and Game Bid is doing it solidly in the lead. He's making every poster winner out in front. Jerrawara's doing it tough around Truscott Steele. A length away to Janice Enfield inside of Jacobs Wes, and then a gap to Special Forces coming up 3 wide. He gets around Cano Fame and Crikey Dick, and Twebby Twatter is tracking Special Force into the race. King Wes is midfield. Around it goes Shayton, then the specialist the inside from Funny Strap, and 3 to Tamara Nightingale. 31.4 for the next quarter. The half 16